Hello darts nuts, I'm going to do a review of a set of Unicorn Maestro Premier Tungsten Terry Jenkins darts. These are the 21 gram model. They're also available in 23 and 25 grams and they retail around £30, and they come in this cardboard box, and they're a 90% tungsten dart. Inside you've got your what is it, the luxury MIDI wallet, and you've got your Terry Jenkins signature flights and a set of alloy stems fitted to the barrels. And then you've also got your little weight guarantee certificate that says 21.3 grams. Wallets are always pretty handy. They've got a fair amount of storage space, some flights, put anything in there really. Fit a few stems in, another pocket there for flights. So it's quite a nice little case to have. And there's the dart. It's a smooth barrel dart, but we'll have a close look at the dart now. Right then, here's the close look, then I'll put the detailed picture up. Darts are fitted with a silver point, and as you can see it's got quite a taper to the nose of the barrel, but it's a very nice smooth transition from the nose to the point, so it should be a good dart for close grouping and should cause minimal damage when it's hitting the flights. Should go over the flights nice and smooth. But like I said, the dart is a completely smooth barrel. It's got the Bully logo there with Terry Jenkins and then Unicorn etched onto the barrel. But there's not a lot you can say about the features of the barrel because it's completely smooth, but it might sound contradictory, but it actually feels quite grippy. But I think it depends on the grip, your natural grip of your fingers. If you've got very sweaty fingers you might find that the slip, and if you've got very dry as well you might have the same problem, but it feels quite grippy to me. It's a strange thing. It's just like a Formula 1 tyre being completely smooth. It grips onto the tarmac, but it's something that you may have to try to find out whether it could suit you. But it is quite a strange anomaly because immediately you think it's not going to give any grip at all, but it kind of does. So that's the barrels, and the darts are fitted with alloy stems, medium, and they've got a rubber o-ring to keep it nice and tight. Then you've got the Terry Jenkins, the Bull signature flights. So I'll just let you look at the dart for a bit, then I'll put the detailed picture up. Okay, here's the detailed picture.
Alright, here's the detailed look at the Terry Jenkins 21 gram darts. It's got a 28mm silver point, and the front nose of the barrel has got quite a angled taper to it, and that's about 5mm wide, and it's got a smooth transition onto the point. And as you can see, the rest of the barrel is smooth. It's about another 44.2mm wide. The overall length is 49.27mm, and the widest section at the front is 6.2mm.
Alright, I'll just do some measurements along the barrel. Even that lip is quite smooth, so it's hard to get a grip on with this. But barrel length is 49.27, and it should be even width all the way through. Barrel width 6.2. Barrel width is 6.19. I'm not sure if it is actually tapering, it might be just the way it's catching the 6.09. Maybe it is tapering. I didn't think it was tapered. So the widest point is 6.2 millimeters, and then it does taper slightly right towards the end of the shaft, which is about 6.02, and that tapered nose goes very thin, 2.28. Right, I'll just compare the weight of the barrels now. That's 21.41 grams. And that one is 21.45 grams. And that is 21.4 grams. So I'll go with that slightly heavier one. And the weight of the full setup is 24.15 grams. Right, I'll see if I can find the balance point. Balance is just about there, so it's a front weighted dart, which I was surprised to see. And with the supplied setup, it moves it just about centre. It's just about there, just slightly front of centre with the supplied setup. Alright, that's a detailed look at the Terry Jenkins darts. I've always quite liked the look of these particular darts. You have a, I don't know, kind of a no-nonsense look about them, and I guess they are quite functional because the smoothness of the barrel should mean that when the dart hits, there's nothing really that can hinder the progress of the dart, unless you get like the point into it or you get a heavy deflection. But I think that's one good thing about it, but a lot depends on, I think, your natural grip and whether or not you can get on with a smooth dart. Anyway, let's give them a throw and see how they go. I'm just holding the darts pretty much on the nose of the barrel. It seems to be fairly well balanced for me there. Just a very slight bit of fishtailing after I've released, not a great deal, but the darts do release nice and cleanly out of your fingers, and for the most part they seem to be flying very steady, just that kind of little bit of fishtailing, but that's probably more to do with me than what it is to do with the darts. But I don't have any problems with the grip at all, and like I said before, it's surprising that a smooth dart can feel grippy, but it kind of does for me. Might not be the same for everyone, just like depends on what your levels of moisture and oil and probably your fingerprint ridges are like, but for me it seems fine there. I'm just going to have a few more throws there, and I'll try from the centre, and I'll have a go from the rear as well. I'll just have a throw from the centre now, just to see how that feels. It's not bad there. That second dart, I didn't really release it right, but I'll give it another throw. It seems to be fairly nicely balanced there. I think I prefer holding it at the front still. One more go from there. Yep. It's just, with it not being my natural grip, it's a bit awkward releasing it from there sometimes, but it seemed to be flying alright from there, so probably suit any grip really. I mean, it's a straightish barrel dart, so I'll give it a go from that rear section now, just to see how that feels. That might be a bit weird there, like. No, it's too weird throwing it from there. I can't throw it from there at all. I can't control it properly on the release, but from there it's not too bad. But it's definitely better for me with the front grip. It just feels just right there, and the dart is very slightly tapered, so it probably works better than I would have thought from my front grip. So I'm just going back to my front grip now. Oh, well, that's the Unicorn Terry Jenkins Maestro Premier 21 gram darts. It's a very nice smooth dart for a good release of when you've got that nice clean barrel. It's just nice and smooth and releases cleanly out of your fingers, and the balance of the dart is quite nice for my front grip. It's not too bad from the centre. I think it would work quite well there. If I was a natural centre gripper, then it'd probably be even better. but from the rear it was a little bit too weird for me there. But that's not to say it won't suit a rear gripper, it just didn't suit me, it was just too weird. But the dart itself, it flies quite nice, and like I said, that grip is something that it'll be grippy for some and maybe slippy for others, but it's one of them darts that you can't really know until you've tried it. But I'm quite pleased with that grip actually. It's strange how a smooth dart can feel grippy, but it kind of does. So that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.